Share your love and creativity for baking. Bake more memories with tried and trusted Royal Baking Powder.
Here we are again, the 5th season of Taste Master SA. Zola, welcome.
Thank you, Fritz. Welcome to the new and improved and stunning Taste Master Kitchen. My goodness.
Incredible.
Some of South Africa's top baking talent over the years has walked through this very kitchen. And this season will be no different.
This year we've received so many entries from small business owners earning an income from their passion.
And this year's prizes are bigger and better. So what more could you want?
Yeah, and our partners and friends from Royal Baking Powder are joining us on this journey to change the life of one incredible baker.
Speaking of which, let's meet our potential taste masters.
I'm Rochelle Gardiner. I'm from Ermelo in Mpumalanga and I have a bakery at home. When I walk into the kitchen for the first time, I'm literally in awe. It's like I'm in baking heaven.
Hello, contestants. Welcome to the Taste Master Kitchen.
Oh yes. You've all shown that you've got what it takes to do big things. That's what the season is about. Being crowned the Taste Master will change your life forever.
My name is Pesi Mashitisha. I'm from Mokopani. The reason I've entered this competition is to win and take it home, to inspire the kids in my home area. I can't wait.
Some of you are self-taught, some of you are technically trained, but one thing that you all have in common is your passion for creating delicious and tasty bakes. Is that right?
Yes. This is a baking show. I thought this was a modeling competition. No, I'm just joking. Hi everyone, my name is Lariri. I'm from Springbok, Namaqualand, and I'm a radio personality at our community radio station.
The stakes are higher than they've ever been before. Being crowned the Taste Master of Season 5 will earn you 150,000 rands, courtesy of Capitec Business Banking.
Woo!
This boost of capital is the star ingredient you will need to take your career to the next level, because better never rests.
Capitec 150,000. You guys are generous, but I'm gonna take it. That would be a U-turn in the right direction for me. I know Sweet Tooth, which is my brand, because I'm a Sweet Tooth, is gonna be a big thing because my ice cream shop is one thing that I dream about day in, day out. And that would be a good stepping stone for me to get to.
With the 150,000 rand grand prize from Capitec, I'm looking to launch myself into the restaurant industry by taking the first step, getting myself a food truck.
The winner of the Taste Master will also walk away with 100,000 rand in cash to spend at Samsung. 100,000 rands, 100,000 rands in KitchenAid equipment, plus a blast chiller from Electrical Industries Online with 65,000 rand.
I'm very excited. I could revolutionize my kitchen.
My name is Pokang. I am born and bred in Soweto. I am 34 years old and I am a self-taught cake artist.
I'm sure you're all hungry to get baking. See what I did there? Yeah. But before we start, let's enjoy some cake, shall we?
Yeah. First time eating someone else's cake, so let me go and try this out. My name is Philip. I'm from the Northern Cape. I'm a home baker and very much inspired by my grandmother.
Right, cakes up, everybody.
My name is Renuka. I am 48 years old. I live in Benoni and I am a home executive.
I'm really liking the coconut tea.
I never thought that Chef Zola or Chef Fritz would be cutting a slice of cake for me.
Back to the owner. Having cakes with Fritz and Zola is like dining with legends.
My name is Natasha Kleinans. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Pretoria. I am a professional pastry chef by trade.
There's only one cake that isn't cut. That makes me extra nervous because there's always a twist in the show. I'm Moletwa. I'm from Johannesburg. I am a self-employed pastry chef, and I just finished my degree in psychology and anthropology.
What we have here are the most commonly baked cake flavors that we have all come to know and love. Passion fruit, orange, vanilla chiffon, carrot, red velvet, chocolate, and lemon. But I want to bring your attention to the uncut baked item.
Oh, no. Are we all familiar with this cake?
No, I think it's the Battenberg.
Yes, Battenberg.
Oh. This is a Battenberg cake. It is 2 contrasting sponge flavors enrobed in a marzipan.
I've never made it before, so I'm super, super nervous.
I have baked a Battenberg in hotel school. My name is Priscilla Treehart. I'm from Alberton, Gauteng, and I have been in the food industry for the last 30 years.
So the challenge is this. You must present your very own version of the Battenberg cake using royal baking powder.
Now the twist.
And of course, there's a twist to this challenge.
You may not bake any of the flavors that you tasted here today. We want you to come up with 2 unique combination of flavors that represent each of your personalities.
Before we move on, we've invited a very special guest into the Tastemaster kitchen. She will share her tips and tricks to help you create a beautifully decorated Battenberg cake. Please welcome, from season 2, Samantha Liang.
My name is Samantha Liang, and I am a wedding cake designer, and I'm also a former contestant on Tastemaster season 2. I specialize in realistic sugar flowers, and every single cake I make is unique, and I'm hoping that I succeed in telling a very personal story through the cake for every couple. The main reason why I feel my clients choose me is because they want to express themselves in their whole day. And it's important for them for their wedding cake to be a statement piece. So the bigger the better, and the more attention to detail, the better. When I'm not in the cake studio, I am still in the kitchen, but I'm cooking anything sweet or savory. Since I was a little girl, I've always been interested in food, learning how to bake or learning how to cook. They say cooking is an art and baking is a science, and so I feel that kind of balances out my personality really well. And it's also my love language, and I enjoy spoiling people, whether it's sweet or savory. I had a lot of fun on Tastemaster season 2. I learned to speak up for myself. I learned to stop doubting myself. And so I hope that these are 2 lessons that the contestants for this season will take with them as well.
Welcome, Samantha.
Thank you.
Well, how does it feel to be this side of the table?
The pressure is kind of the same. My nerves.
So today she's going to give you a bit of a masterclass, show you how to work with marzipan, and show you how to make things beautiful.
After the break, it's the first masterclass of the season. And in true Tastemaster style, there's a twist. Clover Classic Mayonnaise. Tanginess the way you love it. 3 levels to suit any taste bud. Made with love by Clover.
Hi guys, and welcome to my masterclass, where I'll be taking you through making my lemon and blueberry Battenberg cake step by step. So in here I have 5 eggs, and I am going to beat the living daylights out of it to get it nice and fluffy. A good foundation for any cake is incorporating a lot of air, and then we'll move on to adding our sugar. I'm just going to slowly add in my oil, and as soon as the oil is incorporated, I'm going to switch to our paddle. The next step is our dry ingredients. So into my flour, I'll be adding some baking powder. Having a really good baking powder sets you up for success, and it makes sure you get a nice bounce and a nice rise. I will also be including some mayonnaise. Mayonnaise will make sure that my crumb is really nice and light and fluffy. And then just to add more fat in there, because cake is always good with more fat, I'll be using some Clover plain vanilla yogurt. I'm going to add my mayonnaise into my yogurt.
I am a Zulu girl, and we only add mayonnaise to savory food, but I guess we'll try it.
We are now going to divide this in 2, and then I'll be adding in my flavoring. I have fresh blueberries that we have pureed, and I've strained it.
Matching flavors, especially different flavors in one cake, that will be the challenge.
I have zested 2 lemons, and I'm going to use all of it, as well as the juice of 1 whole lemon. They will be baking low and slow at 160.
My name is Melissa Hosking. I am from Cape Town, Western Cape. I'm currently a lecturer at the College of Cape Town, where I teach aspiring chefs. I love baking. I love the science behind it.
Cakes are out of the fridge, nice and chilled. And now I need to just remove this little bit of dome. So just tucking my elbow into my hip, using it to keep my arm steady. Right now, the next step is where it becomes quite technical, and you need to make sure that all your little squares inside your cake are even. I'll be cutting each cake into 3 because I want 3 rows of 3. Now we are going to ice our cake and stack our cake. And so all I'm gonna do is take the middle one out and swap it out with this guy. Now typically this cake is sandwiched together with jam, but I'm not a fan of jam. And all I have here is American style buttercream, which is butter, icing sugar, and some vanilla. And then in one fluid motion, 1, 2, 3. And now it gets to the fun part, playing with fondant and paste. And I'm going to start with my marzipan. It's very simple to make, but it's also very easy to get it wrong. So you start with icing sugar, almonds, and then you would use any kind of liquid as a binder.
I have never in my life worked with marzipan. I am freaking out a little bit.
I'm so glad that there is a masterclass just to at least guide us in some direction in this challenge.
As you can see, my fondant is nice and thin, so I'm going to bring our almonds back over. Okay, I am going to flip this over onto my fondant.
They even told us about marzipan. I normally skip that in the baking shop, but here we are now. It's coming back to bite me.
So now we can just cover our beautifully iced cake. Place it over the cake and gently smooth it out.
Marzipan is a very fragile product to use. I think that would be a bit of a challenge for me.
And now I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is the fun step, and it's decorating. I have chosen a very modern Lambeth piping method, and I will be using royal icing. And next up, I think I want to add some ruffles to the sides. So I'm going to be switching to this tip. It's a ribbon tip.
I'd put my cake decorating skills at an average of 6 to 7. Good, but not as good as Sam.
My favorite part is making the sugar flowers, and we're going to be making something very small and very dainty, so please do step closer. Roll a little bolly in your hand and then form it into a cone shape. Next up, we're going to take our ball tool and insert it straight into the center. Now we are going to make 5 cuts to form our 5 petals. So I'm just gently pressing in.
She makes it look so easy, but it will be a challenge.
I'm going to just gently press, and there's petal number 1. Gently press, petal number 2.
Samantha is making the cutest little flowers in 5 minutes. Honestly, that is one of the tricks I'm taking home. Like, I'm putting that in my back pocket.
I'm going to take my wire, and we're just gonna thread it through, and you want to pull it until it just disappears. And we're finished. Ooh.
Thank you, Samantha. That was an awesome masterclass.
Another round of applause for her. Wonderful. I'm sure you're all very eager to get baking. But before we set you off, there is one more very important detail that we haven't gotten into. Our friends at KitchenAid have once again come on board to give you each your very own KitchenAid.
You get a KitchenAid, I get a KitchenAid, everybody gets a KitchenAid.
The color of the gift that you will receive will be the color of the KitchenAid that will be allocated to you for not only this competition, but obviously to take home. In any random order, please receive your gift.
I definitely know this is a twist.
Oh, abracadabra. I prayed to have my own KitchenAid, and this is my lucky day.
Oh my God. I got the blue velvet one, which is the one I wanted.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, I got candy apple. I got the red that I wanted.
Okay, everyone, go find your KitchenAid and take up your station.
I've always wanted a KitchenAid, possibly the best gift I've ever received in my life.
Yeah, well, contestants, you will notice that we have placed 2 KitchenAid stand mixers next to each other. For today, the person next to you will be your partner. in this challenge?
Ooh, Gona Madonna. That's a bake off here. Iemand anders.
We are feeling very excited about working as a team.
Our KitchenAids look so cute together. I mean, we all know that pink and white works well together.
Right, this is it. The very first bake for season 5. You will each have 2 hours to complete your Battenberg-inspired cake. Each contestant in your pair will be responsible for 1 layer of cake in your pattern.
The top 3 teams from today's challenge will move safely into the next round of the competition. The bottom 3 teams will move into our first elimination challenge of the season. Are you ready?
Yes. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, get baking.
First challenge of season 5. I'm super excited. The team challenge. We're going to see some true colors come out, and we're going to get a feel for the contestants and what they're able to do.
Now, Sam, being on this side, does this conjure up any memories for you?
It's a lot of fun being on that side, discovering new parts of yourself that you didn't really know you had. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this challenge is going to bring out certain quirks and personalities in each of our contestants.
I'm doing a strawberry sponge cake and I'm doing a mango and saffron. Yeah. And I think it worked well because we both found out that we're gonna work with fruity flavors, which is great, and now we're gonna call us Tutti Frutti. Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit stressed about this team challenge.
We're doing a strawberry, macadamia and whiskey Battenberg cake.
My input there is the macadamia and the whiskey, given is strawberry. The macadamia nuts are just to give our sponge a bit of crunchiness.
In here, I have got our almond flour and icing sugar. I am going to be starting with the sponge cakes.
Black sesame and the nutmeg is Priscilla's idea, and the cinnamon is mine. So we're trying to incorporate it into one beautiful Battenberg cake.
I'm feeling quite confident because we got our game ahead, we got our recipes, we're nice and prepared, so we know what we're doing. We are making a malva pudding and a cardamom and saffron Battenberg cake, and it's going to be paired up with some nice dulce de leche and almond marzipan. Malva represents my personality as it's something from my culture, being a South African and Cape Malay.
I grew up eating a lot of Ayurvedic foods. Saffron and cardamom were flavors used all the time. My name is Rio. I'm a nutrition coach and digital marketing business owner in Cape Town. A couple of years ago, I was dealing with some quite severe health issues. I wanted to study nutrition so I could understand the fundamentals that would enable me to live a more fulfilled life. I take your conventional treat and turn it into a nutritious, delicious baked good, such as a high-protein, fiber-packed pancake. I've taken my love for content creation and married it with my nutrition to develop an online platform that is accessible to women who want to learn more about living a more healthy and sustainable life. I entered the Taste Master because I've always had an intrinsic passion for food and baking. I'm not a trained chef, and I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity for me to hone in on my skills and challenge myself.
You too can make big things happen and be part of the Taste Master SA action.
We want to see your interpretation of today's challenge. Bake a creative Battenberg cake using royal baking powder. Upload it onto socials by replying to the competition post and using the hashtag #TheTasteMasterSA and hashtag #BakeMoreMemories. And you could win a KitchenAid stand mixer of your very own.
Happy baking!
Up next, contestants learn that working in a team is tougher than they first anticipated. Who will influence the nation with their creative bakes? Bake more memories with tried and trusted royal baking powder.
We're very excited because we seem to have had similar flavors. The pistachio sponge is representing me because I'm adding cardamom powder and rose essence, something that us Indians love to add to our bakes.
And I'm responsible for the raspberry strawberry flavor.
It represents my personality because I'm a little bit fruity.
We're gonna make one cake base and then divide it. He flavors it his way, I flavor it my way, and then we're gonna combine and conquer.
I was going to make a rose and lychee cake. Larry was going to make a champagne cake. So we decided to make a rose, lychee and champagne cake.
The Clover Classic is going into the batter that we learned in the masterclass, you know?
That's what we're doing.
Kan ek se lank klas aanmeng?
Yeah. I was planning on doing a raspberry and pistachio cake with a white chocolate ganache.
I was planning on doing a pistachio and rose flavored cake.
We are compromising by putting these two flavors together.
Okay, the rose actually represents me very well because I'm a person that wherever I go, I give this sweet aroma.
The pistachios, I would say, represents me because it goes well with everything. I really love to get along with everyone and everything.
Hello, ladies.
Hi, hello judges.
Have you both baked a Battenberg or something similar before?
I tried doing a Battenberg before. It was a disaster because the different colors just blended together. But I think today we're gonna do well.
And you're gonna bake separately, obviously.
We're gonna bake two separate lists, yes.
That solves that issue, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, I see a lot of a bright color cake happening here.
Lychee over here.
Is this your component of the Battenberg?
Yes, so I'm bright pink feminine, so I'm doing a rose.
And Lariri, what is your component?
The champagne, darling.
The champagne.
Champagne, darling.
Touches on the risk side.
We like a bit of a risky start. Okay, well, best of luck, guys.
Thank you.
I'm using my sour cream from Clover because I think it adds a nice little bit of fluffiness to my cake.
I don't even know how to use these things.
Push, let's go.
What are you working on over there? We see lots of almonds.
Smoking on the marzipan.
Okay, have you made it before?
This will be my first time.
What are your cake flavors?
He's strawberry, I'm the whiskey.
Okay, you guys are a very quiet team, hey?
Yes.
Is this your way of telling us to just go away?
Yes.
The silence is very loud. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna start making now the marzipan while our cakes are in the oven. She's busy making the ganache. Time is not against us, no?
Yes.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Hello, ladies.
Hi there. Hello.
You look very focused and very busy.
We are trying to.
So what are you baking?
I am making a strawberry cake.
I'm doing a mango and saffron component as well.
Oh, saffron. Interesting. And you both got the KitchenAid colors that you wanted.
Yes.
Ah, well done.
I mean, hopefully that's a lucky streak that's going to continue.
Yes,
I hope
definitely,
so too.
definitely.
So I'm making a dulce de leche quickly. That's going to be covering my cake, and then it's going to be used to stick the marzipan and all the other things onto it. Okay. So dulce de leche is made with milk, and the caramelization is activated with bicarb and sugar.
Rio?
Yes.
How are you feeling about this challenge?
With him by my side, I feel freaking fantastic.
Oh, good.
My name is Waki Gabriels, private chef from Cape Town. I live in the heart of the city, in a place called Boerka. I got into cooking at quite a young age when I realized that cooking is coming quite easily to me. By the time I was old enough to go to culinary school, it was just a formality. I mostly do fine dining, cooking and haute cuisine. I work for a couple of high-end clients that I've got all over Cape Town where I do specialty events as well as meal prep for a couple of really special clients. Well, my baking skills is a bit sketchy because my specialty in baking is more towards making desserts than to baking cakes and breads and what a baker would do. I entered Taste Master because it seemed like something fun and something different to what I usually do. To challenge myself in a different way and I'd get to meet new people. My philosophy is keep it simple, baby. Because like, if you keep it nice and simple and you have proper flavors, you can't mess it up.
So at the moment I'm working on our sponge cakes. Cinnamon is me, and then my lovely mom here is making the...
Oh, she's already told her she's her mom. Wow. So do you accept that role?
I am a mom, so it doesn't matter. The black sesame and nutmeg is her. And luckily, because I've never made marzipan before, I got the OG right here.
Okay.
I got the OG. Like that.
I'm making a ganache with my clover cream so that I can have a stable base with my marzipan over.
Oh, you're ahead. You're already kneading the marzipan.
Yeah, cake is in the oven.
Okay. Have you baked Battenberg before, the both of you?
Not at all.
Nope.
Worked out really well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, just pass the batter because I need to scrape it out. Now that my puree is done, I need to get it into the batter and get it into the oven.
I think right now they're still in their full confidence. I like the flavor combinations. So far the teams look like they're getting on well and they're working well together, but it's still early days.
A couple of contestants have already started their marzipan. Some of them look a little bit worrisome, but I think overall there's an air of confidence and excitement.
Now that the cakes are in the oven, I am moving on to making the marzipan paste.
Yours is too little, don't you think?
Is it gonna not look too beige? I have to decant it again. Just recolor it. Time is munching away. I don't know what is going on in this kitchen, but geez, y'all.
Contestants, we are halfway through our first challenge. 1 hour left to go.
Come on, guys, pick up the energy. Let's go.
I'm freaking out a little bit.
We're under a bit of pressure with an hour left to go. We just have to push a little bit more and then we'll get there.
Everything I'm doing today is for the first time, so it's very interesting, it's very nerve-wracking.
I'd like us to be a bit further along at this point.
Now that the cakes are in the oven, we have to get onto our other elements.
Girl, we pull this off. Yo, we are G's.
Molly gets onto marzipan and I get onto mirror glaze.
Woo, sticky stuff.
Hi there. I see you've got some gum paste going on there. What you doing?
I want to make little roses. It's my granny's favorite flower. Just praise the marzipan is also nice and cooperates with us. And we decided to flavor it with champagne as our liquid.
Did you reduce your champagne at all, or did you just pour it straight in there?
Just pour it straight in there.
And you're not worried about consistency at all?
The Samsung stovetops are so nice. Also, I've always wanted a gas stove at my house, so this is like a bonus. Don't tell anybody, but I'm like looking forward to winning it.
Pop me from out and getting cooling. Vanilla sponge is perfect. And the malva needs about another 15 minutes longer.
Cakes come out of the oven, I taste them and they look nice and fluffy.
The cakes are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you see, it springs back, so I'm very, very happy. Royal baking powder did the trick.
Yes.
How's the cakes, babe? It's browning on the top, but it's not.
Yeah, I know why. The temp is too high. The raspberry cake has a little extra liquid in it, I think from the fresh raspberries. The top is cooking, but the inside is not cooked yet.
But don't stress. Don't stress. The camera is on.
And then the other one?
I'm looking at our cake and I can see it has sunk. Don't raise. I don't think it will. We opened the oven by mistake within 10 minutes. Hey, but it's a disaster actually. I don't want to lie.
Contestants, you have 30 minutes left.
Oh, 30 minutes, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The pressure is getting worse.
Coming up, in a race to the finish, emotions run high and time gets the better of some contestants.
Better never rests. So be the star to take your baking to the next level with Capitec.
Do it like this. Do it like get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke.
At this moment in time, our cakes. It's not baking. Taking way too long.
Then you do that.
We have a little bit of cake batter. We're gonna put it in our little trays, hoping that the little bit of batter that we have is gonna be quicker than the cake that is currently in the oven.
Kan ek begin met die marzipan? Want die tyd is 30 minute.
Where?
Ja.
Cakes are out of the fridge. They're nice and cool. Perfect temperature to start assembling it.
Is that your marzipan?
It is.
It's looking a little blunt.
Okay.
You happy with it though?
I'm gonna have to be.
My malva's looking nice and sexy. Samsung oven is working amazing. Look how nice it baked us.
The cake sponges are a little bit delicate, didn't chill enough. And all I'm thinking is I need to get this marzipan on.
This thing is frustrating me.
Maybe brown.
It shouldn't be like brown because of his burning, you see? It's a mess. So I just wish there was something to back up.
I have no idea what look or feel we're going with to decorate this cake, but I just get going. There's 23 minutes left. I mean, we need to get moving.
Just over 10 minutes left to go. Are we going to finish this thing?
We're hoping to finish it.
I'm only seeing one color sponge though.
The other one is still in the blast freezer.
Okay, so it's baked and it's cooling down.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like you guys have everything under control. Yes. Setting yourself up for success.
Final 10 minutes, nerves clearance kaarte. Ek is te mekaar.
Spinning.
The other one is also very, very hot. Oh boy, it's 7 minutes. We have no cake assembled. We are crunching as much as we can.
Molly is currently looking at me with the most horrified look on her face. I am covering this hot, steaming cake with buttercream.
This is now important. Let's focus here.
I'm stressing.
Stay away.
We wanted to cover the whole cake with Swiss meringue and buttercream, but it's literally like 6 minutes left.
Yes, thank you. It's the final few minutes. I pick up the marzipan and I'm putting it onto the cake.
The marzipan is part of it.
I'm shaking, girl.
Now it's time to put the mirror glaze on, and it actually turns out really, really, really well.
Better than we expected.
Yeah, we're hoping it's gonna save us.
So these two we're just gonna put up here now.
We are assembling a hot cake at this point. We've got 2 minutes left.
Marzipan is on. I'm cutting the overhang to make that perfect final touch.
Let's spin, baby. Let's spin.
This is not gonna go, hey?
You are making a little saffron cream, right?
Yeah, and it's not whipping. It's too loose. It's fine, I can pipe it. Bring it here.
The decorating is a mad dash.
I'm freaking out at this point.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop baking. Step away from your bakes. Well done.
Well done, guys.
Thank God it's done.
A big flop.
Very, very disappointed.
I'm shaking. 15 minutes to go, there was no cake. So to have something on a plate is really overwhelming right now.
I didn't think I'd ever have a complete cake. Yeah.
I really do think it looks good. I think it also represents our personalities.
It didn't come out as we planned, but we're super proud.
I got no idea what happened.
We were on track.
Don't.
I'm not a failure. This is not me.
So the first bake is officially over.
Textbook day one, eh? Reality check.
Yep. It's unfortunate that there has been some flops. I do feel a little bit of camaraderie with them being in the situation before. So my heart really does go out to them.
Besides that, I'm really excited to taste the flavors that they've put together.
So should we bring on the first bake?
Let's.
Walking up the stairs with our bake, we are a little bit... Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to your first tasting. Natasha, how did it go?
My first experience was quite nerve-wracking. In terms of appearance, I wish I had like better finishing, but we just didn't have time.
Ek is trots.
I am 65% proud.
This is a very successful Battenberg. I think that the texture of your sponges is really lovely. It's got great structure. The marzipan itself, I think that you could have rolled it out a little bit thinner. I am definitely getting almond flavor and almond texture.
I recall you mentioning that you added some of the champagne into your marzipan.
Yes.
And it's a very subtle flavor. And I think maybe if you had reduced that down, it would have been a little bit more of a gut punch almost.
I'm not getting much flavor. I get very subtle rose.
Those lychee nuances that came through were magic. Presentation-wise, I think you could have done more.
'n Mens leer elke dag in die lewe en solank jy kon leer, is al wat sak.
I am shaking in my boots walking up to these judges because what I'm about to present is a shocker.
Deep breaths, Priscilla. Is that how you feel about how today's challenge went?
Yes, our actual cakes are in the freezer still.
The ones we had initially wanted to use, it did not bake fully through. And what we had that was baked that you have now was just the little scrapes that we had left.
I'm glad to see that the decorative masterclass was not wasted on you.
Fritz, what? I know our flavors are going to save us, honestly. We have really good flavors in our cake. Don't judge a book by its cover.
The first bite I took me back to my grandmother's home. I thought the flavor of the marzipan for me was quite nostalgic. The earthiness of the sesames, I loved that.
The flavor of your cinnamon cake was really comforting. It reminded me of Milk Dad. The icing, it's a very dense texture.
For me, the texture of the sesame sponge, spot on. Beautifully baked, open crumb, eats really beautifully. The cinnamon one, a little bit dense for me. So I think that you guys have an apt understanding for flavor. I think that what lacks here is just finesse in terms of technique.
We wanted to translate flavors that we both really liked together, and I'm glad that it translated to her as well because we needed it.
Walking up to the judges, we are experiencing some nerves.
How was today? Is there anything that you would have changed?
Absolutely nothing.
This experience working with Bokang was absolutely amazing. I did not know what her strengths were and what my strengths were, but together with communication, we were able to pull this challenge off.
Ladies, that pistachio, cardamom, spice cake, amazing.
Thank you.
In contrast, the berry one, I think if you'd maybe ground up the freeze-dried strawberries and put them in, it would have colored the cake in a more beautiful way so that it would have looked a lot prettier.
I think there's maybe a moisture content issue or like a ratio issue with your raspberry cake because all the fruit kind of sank to the bottom. Your buttercream, it's really nice and silky and smooth, but that butter taste is very overwhelming. Overall, I think you've had a great first bake.
Well done, ladies.
Thank you. We're feeling pretty confident.
Yes, we're feeling confident that we will not be eliminated in this first challenge.
Still to come, did Pumla and Given do enough to save themselves from entering the first elimination challenge? Who will influence the nation with their creative bakes? Bake more memories with tried and trusted Royal Baking Powder.
Going into the judging room is nerve-wracking.
We can all tell by your smiles that you are very proud of this creation.
Everything went according to plan, and yeah, this is what we have envisioned.
When they take that cake and just eat it slowly, bit by bit, just waiting for the feedback to come, it's stressful.
I love the color spectrum of this cake. It is so pleasing to the eye. And it felt like there was a high level of execution applied here today. So congratulations on that.
In terms of texture of your bake, it's very successful. The flavors of your pistachio cake was really nice. I enjoyed that. Your white chocolate was a really nice accent to the cake flavor and didn't overpower it. I did miss the flavor in your pink sponge though.
I picked up a bit of rose in your marzipan and I made a point to eat that with your rose cake, and then it did sort of blossom and bloom and I thought it was really delicious. This cake was sensational.
At least Zola loved the rose marzipan combination. What a relief.
I'm super nervous to see what the judges have to say about our flopped cake.
I'm seeing some slumped shoulders. How did that go for you?
Didn't go as we planned,
Yeah.
but I'm also happy that we did something, we tried.
No, a big flop, but it is what it is.
This is hard for me to eat. The flavor of the whiskey is not gelling for me with anything.
When we spoke when the disaster struck, you said it was an issue with opening the oven too early, and I don't think that's the issue. I think it's a ratio issue in your cake.
The brittle is nice.
At least he likes the brittle.
Going forward, you will need to step it up dramatically to even compete in this competition.
I think we're going to the elimination round, but we're going to save ourselves. We're not going home.
I'm feeling really, really nervous. I'm looking at the cake and it's melting.
Today, Your teamwork made dream work. This looks beautiful.
Okay.
So well done.
Thank you.
You guys took on a lot, communicated well with each other, and that is a big part of the Taste Master. And I'm glad to see that you functioned well together and did well.
I'm exhausted. I'm just happy that we got something on our plate.
We just managed to do what we needed to do.
Yeah.
It showed us that we can do this.
I think visually, really pretty, really feminine. I love the colors, and I think when Fritz cut into it, we all were like, oh, that's pretty. The thickness of your marzipan, beautiful, and it made the entire thing even more elegant. The sponges, the strawberry one, underbaked. When you chew it, it goes back into dough form. The mango one, the fruit, it stole moisture from the actual sponge itself, so it made the entire thing really dense. So as pretty as it was, it didn't quite live up to its visual expectation.
I do want to commend you on how pretty it looks. You guys also thought outside the box and you pulled it off, you nailed it. So congratulations on that. And I really do want to also congratulate you on your marzipan. It's got an excellent flavor and an excellent texture.
And it was tutti frutti and it was fun, and the flavors were on point. But technically, still a lot of work to do.
Looking forward to getting into an elimination challenge where we can really just prove.
I think we can prove this. We got this, girl.
I'm feeling wary about going into the judging. You just never know what they're gonna think.
Rio, it was a cake you'd never baked before, Battenberg. Tell me what went great and what didn't go so well today for you.
I feel like we worked really well as a team. I feel like the brittle could have done with some work. I feel like the decor could have done with some work.
Let's go for
Let's
it.
taste it.
Yes.
It was quite easy working together because we both had a plan set up and we just merged the two because why not?
I really enjoyed that. Visually, it looks beautiful. You say you've never done anything like this, painting or doing sugar work. Don't count yourself out just yet. It looks great.
That cardamom sponge, superb. That malva, I was worried about how the texture of malva and the cake would meld together, but because you didn't soak it like a traditional malva, it completely became a cake. It was cohesive. That dulce de leche that I doubted, I'm so sorry. It's delicious. My only critique is the flavor of your marzipan. I think you're a bit heavy-handed with the almond essence. That's almond beyond. Yeah, you could be proud of yourself for this one. This is a delicious combination.
Yeah, agreed. Good start, guys. Well done.
It's always great when your food tastes like more.
Now we got to make some tough decisions.
Ready, Sam?
No.
Going into the verdict, we feel really confident.
We are hoping to at least be called number one.
Definitely straight into the elimination round.
Wat moet gebeur, moet gebeur.
Contestants, you officially have your first bake under your belt. I think that deserves a round of applause. Now you know exactly the kind of pressure that is involved in this competition. Time management is of the essence.
The two winning bakers today will each receive one of these.
Oh, they're so cute.
That is a royal baking powder pin, which will give you a handy advantage in the next challenge.
On that note, today's winning bake was chosen by the judges as the winner because it was the most cohesive when it came to flavor. The winning bake for today is Team Black, your bake.
Yes.
Take your pin.
done.
Well done.
It feels so amazing that we were the team of the day, and it feels even better knowing that I've got this cool pin to take us into the next challenge.
The first team to enter the elimination challenge is...
It's a very tense moment, very nail-biting.
It is nerve-wracking.
Team Orange. I think we can agree overall today, very unsuccessful, but we get to give it another go.
The next team going into the elimination round is...
My heart is beating super fast. Yeah, my heart is in my throat.
It is stressful.
It is.
And my heart's pumping.
Team White. Although we loved your sesame cake, your cinnamon cake left much to be desired in terms of technicality, and your finish on your bake wasn't as beautiful as you had wanted it to be.
The final team to be entering the elimination round is Team Yellow. Although a very good effort today, you can now understand how high the bar has been set. To the rest of you, well done and congratulations. You are safe.
I made it. Thank you, my sister.
Next round, here we come.
And the others, we'll see you in the elimination challenge.
This is just the boost that we need to just show ourselves and be like, we actually deserve to be here.
We will do better. Definitely going to do better and make sure that what we missed during this challenge does not happen again.
Next week on the Tastemaster SA, after a thrilling first bake, the bottom 6 enter the first elimination challenge of the season. They'll have to dig deep into their roots as they celebrate our beautiful continent in a bid to stay in the competition. From our family to yours, the Tastemaster SA, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.